On today's Jeep news, it looks like they might finally be done with the Rubicon 392. Find out today on Dirt Road CRED. Well guys, as you can tell, we're not in our typical Jeep studio. We are actually on the road, and this time we're in the beautiful state of Kentucky. We drove through an ice storm, a snowstorm, and all sorts of crazy things to get down here, and that's because we're talking with Lindsay and Tony and the entire team down here and just working out some different deals. So you'll find that out in some future videos, but we got some really cool content coming out. Now, today's video really is about the Rubicon 392. You know, we were talking about this Jeep for a while. We've been looking at it on the channel. We've been enjoying people building them up. It's awesome that Jeep actually came out with a factory 392. And honestly, it's been out since 2021, so it's had a good run. However, in some more recent news, there's been a couple people that have posted some pages on Facebook, on the Jeep Wrangler forums, indicating, it's like a dealer slideshot talking about quarterly sales or January sales, that whomever gets the best sales or beats their previous quarter, it was weird the way that was worded, that really wasn't the big deal, would be awarded one allocation of the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 final edition, in quotes. So that really was the two keywords there, and they're the most important for me because we've seen a lot of final editions come out recently on the Stellantis playing field. We've seen the Charger, the Challenger, the TRX, all done with V8s. So the Charger and Challenger are completely gone, but then the TRX is done with the Hellcat, and I believe they were already testing the 3.0 liter Hurricane. I even think Ram 1500s are done with the V8s. I have to double check that, but just the standard 1500s, I think they've changed those out to different engines in there. But I think it's a little bit of an end of an era, guys. It's kind of crazy for me to think that they've been producing these since 2021. There was a lot of opportunity to get a hold of one. Back at 21, these things were like 70 grand, and I thought that was an incredible deal. However, looking at it now, they're in their 90s, and they're still a great deal because they have updated them to the 2024 interior. But what will we see in this final edition really is the question. It's got to be more than just a graphics package and some special decaling. I would say that they have to change out the wheels, maybe throw some different interior touches like custom seats in there. And if they're only building 50 of them, that's what Ryan, that's what it said, right, too, 50 of them. And you have to get an allocation to get it. So these are going to be, they're going to be hard to find. Yeah, with this, it's going to be tricky to find. What do you guys think that they're going to look like? Do you think the final edition will have different badging, different decals? I'm thinking what they're going to do is 2024 is going to be the last year, because that 25, we've been covering the news, all that new stuff is coming for Jeep. The Gladiator 4xe, probably a refreshed 4xe system in general, but there is a lot coming for the Jeep playing field, and it would make sense to kind of push that one to the side, let it run out, have the final edition, and then bring in the new. Maybe the new is the 3.0 liter Hurricane. That would be pretty sick to see, because that's almost 500 horsepower. If they can shoehorn it into the hood of a Jeep or under the hood and into the chassis, that would be pretty incredible to see on a Wrangler. But the final edition is something that I'm looking forward to seeing, and just that it's a final edition, but the sad part is that means it's gone. You know, no more 392s. And I would be more sad about that if there wasn't a ton on dealer lots right now, but there's a lot of 392s hanging around, right, Ryan? We've seen, I mean, I think there's like 1,100 posted on Auto Trader, new and used. So if you guys want one, you can get one. However, I think if this happens, it might make them a little bit more rare. The one thing though I do want to talk about is kind of what my expectations are, and even what Ryan's are, because we were just shooting the breeze off camera here. And Ryan and I both think, and he really thinks, that they're gonna have to do something special for this 50 Jeeps that they're gonna build. He's thinking maybe a special color, so like maybe a unique color for the 50. I'm thinking maybe one or two colors. They might do two of them, and you might have the choice between this color, probably Inca Gold, the one I've been waiting for, or this other color. But overall, I think that there's got to be something different. Ryan and I were just talking, with the 20th anniversary, there was 4,000 of those made. So they had to make sure that they could produce 4,000 of them. A lot of them went to the AEV upfit, so they were getting changed out anyways. But they had to be able to do that and then transition into the 2024 brand new interior builds. So there was a lot of moving pieces. With this, you've got 50 Jeeps. So there's 50 total, and they're probably not going to be cheap, nor will I expect the dealerships to let them go at MSRP. I think these are probably going to go over MSRP, and they're going to be very special builds if they do it right, but they have to do it right. It can't be the same run-of-the-mill colors, run-of-the-mill just sticker package. It has to be something special. It has to be something that Jeep owners are going to want to pick up. And the clientele that's buying that, it's going to be, they're already pushing 392s over 100,000, so it's going to have to be over that. And really, that's what we need to see. That's my expectations. That's Ryan's expectations, is that they're going to get something special. I would hope to see maybe some sort of cool interior, like seats, or maybe some badging on the exterior, maybe a different wheel, a factory worn winch, just like load them up to the hill, give them a special color. That's what I'm expecting a little bit too. Load them up. They're going to load them up because the 20th anniversaries came with everything. you know, sliders, this, compressor, all that. Once and done, color. Yeah, Inca would be sick. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy one because it would be too expensive. But yeah, that's kind of our expectations. But guys, I want to hear about what you think in the comments. Do you think that this was long enough for them to run the 392? Are you sad to see it go? Do you think we talked too much about the 392? I hope not. It's just because, for me, it's such a cool version of the Wrangler, and we've waited so long for it to actually have a factory V8. So let us know down below in the comments what you think about the final edition. Are you interested in one? And if so, please reach out to Dan Cummins. You can go right through our dealership affiliate program, and you'll be added to a list of people. Maybe they'll do like a lottery if they get one. That would be kind of neat. I'll talk to them when we get there. Because you have to be selected for an allocation. So it's not like every dealer's even getting one. Like, they might not even get one, but if they do. All right, guys, so we are down here at Dan Cummins. We wanted to pop back out because we had a chance to talk to Lindsay, who give us a little bit more on the back end. So one thing we did notice is that Sarge Green is gone. You cannot order it right now. It might come back, but right now it's gone. So it looks like some colors are being pulled, as well as Bikini. That was on the website for a hot minute, and it is gone now too. So that color is a limited run. Whatever's out there is out there. You can no longer order them as of this moment. The other thing too, when you're talking about the final editions that are coming out, we read a little bit more about it. So basically the dealers that will be given an allocation would have had to beat their previous January when it came to sales. So it's kind of like a reward. I think Lindsay can do it down here though, guys. What do you think? But that's kind of interesting. Some more news. We'll let you know as soon as we know more, but it's why we have great friends and our partners down here at Dan Cummins, because we can ask them all these questions. On today's viewer rig of the video, we are checking out Jason's brand new 2024 JL 392. Now this is a fully loaded Rubicon 392, but he's already done a pretty decent amount of mods to it. So he upgraded to the MagnaFlow Street Series exhaust, replaced the factory maroon red seats with Catskin Customs that were Mopar branded. So definitely check that out. I know a lot of you guys do not like the all red look, so check this out because this is a pretty cool way to see it. He did a rebadge and changed the hooks out to red, swapped some trim out with Distinction Applied, which is our partners here, and added Diodynamics rock lights. He also added the graphics from the comic BPRD. So what is that? Bureau of Paranormal Research Division. It's Hellboy from the Dark Horse comic. So really cool to see that. I love to see when people customize their Jeeps and make them really their own. Yeah, I can see he also added the ARB jack under the rear seat, considering a 40% delete right now and building a custom set of storage shelves. That's really awesome. And also to see a greater, it says this is his pup in the back, his dog Tank, a greater Swiss mountain dog that weighs 150 pounds, a small, and that small hitch step in the back is to help him get in and out. So really nice to see what you can do with a brand new JL. And Jason, thanks so much for submitting all the way up in Canada too as well. I know we have a crazy good Canadian audience, so thank you so much for that. And if you guys want to have a chance at your vehicle being featured, be sure to hit us up through email or send us a message on Instagram. I was surprised that they would do it for this year. Like, I thought if they were going to cut it at the 23 so you don't have to add the whole new interior features. But I think that they did that. I mean, it's another year and it's an updated Wrangler. So get some more of them sold, get the V8s out of there. Because they got to get rid of the V8s too. Like, if they're not producing vehicles with a 6.4, they got to put them in something. They're not just going to let them on shelves. So yeah, we'll have to see what comes. But until next time, my name's Matt. And this is Ryan with Dirt Road Cred. We want you to get out there and earn yours.